Good morning, students. Let's start with this fresh accounting standard 26, intangible asset. But before starting any accounting standard, just we will quickly revise names of the accounting standards. Number one, disclosure of accounting policy. Number two is inventory valuation. Number three, cash flow statement. Number four, contingencies and events occurring after balance sheet date. Five, net profit or loss for the prior period item and changes in accounting policy. Six, number is removed. Seven, number construction contract. Eight, number is removed. Nine, number revenue recognition. 10, number property, plant and equipment. 11, number effects of changes in foreign exchange rate. 12, number accounting for government grant. 13 is accounting for investment. 14 is accounting for amalgamation. 15, employee benefit. 16, borrowing cost. 17, segment reporting. 18, related party disclosures. 19, leases. 20, earning per share. 21, consolidated financial interest. Consolidated financial statements. Accounting for taxes on income is 22. 23 is accounting for investments in associates in consolidated financial statement. 24, discontinuing operation. 25, interim financial reporting. 26, intangible assets. Then financial interest in the joint venture. Then 28 is impairment of asset. 29 is provision, contingent liability and contingent assets. So friends, these are some accounting standard names. Today I revised it. Okay, in detail. And now we are going to start with the accounting standard 26. This is the last standard of the accounting standard, asset-based accounting standard. I hope this is the last accounting standard. Yes or no? Okay, so happy Diwali to all of you once again. Yes, we will see quickly AS2. That is the valuation of inventory, where RMPD analysis is there, recognition, measurement, presentation, and disclosure. Recognition is nothing but it's how to record the asset in the books of accounts. So basically, inventory is valued at cost or NRV, which is lower. Yes, any one of you want to take this basic revision, how to recognize these assets in the books of accounts? Any one of you? Yes, beta, jaldi se bol dijiye. Hardik ji, raise your hand.
गुड
चलिए, गुड मॉर्निंग बेटा. चलो जल्दी जल्दी आ जाइए, बोल दीजिए. ऐक ना, तो पेन खाली गेलाय.
सर इन्वेंटरी से शुरू करना है.
हाँ, inventory
सर
is valued at cost or NRV, whichever is
NRV
lower.
whichever is lower. Sir, according to AS2, inventories are valued at cost or NRV whichever is lower.
Hmm.
In AS10 we follow cost model or revaluation model. In the cost model we follow the historical cost, whereas in the revaluation model we value it at the present value. Third is AS13. In long-term assets, we valued it at a cost, and the current assets are valued at a cost or market value, whichever is lower. And sir, a reclassification of there are reclassification of current assets and long-term assets. If we reclassify the current assets to long-term assets, then
That
it
part
is
is remaining. I forgot that part. Yes, अच्छा
yes
हुआ
sir,
आपने बताया. मैंने नहीं लिया था शायद से वो पार्ट.
yes sir, लेकिन बुक से पढ़ लिया था.
हाँ हाँ, पर मुझे वो बताना है, याद करना मुझे. नेक्स्ट सेशन इज देयर. हाँ
Okay
जी,
sir.
नेक्स्ट.
Sir, AS16, in AS16, the qualifying assets that are which takes a substantial period, so that is more than 12 months, their interest is recorded and capitalized. Then, sir, AS19, in AS19, there are two types of leases: operating lease and financial lease. Operating lease are the ones of Operating lease are the one in which the economic benefits of the assets is with the lessor, and the financial lease is the one in which the economic benefits of the assets goes to the lessee. And uh, and sir, entries पर बताना. Uh,
नहीं.
then sir, AS28. In AS28, it is impairment loss. Impairment loss is equal to carrying amount minus recoverable amount. Recoverable amount is a higher of value in use, and net selling price. Net selling price is equal to selling price minus disposable cost.
क्या बात है भाई, एकदम बढ़िया.
Thank you, sir.
हार्दिक, आज दिवाली होने के बावजूद आप क्लासेस कैसे अटेंड कर रहे हो?
सर आज दिवाली नहीं बनाई थी सर इस साल.
इस साल दिवाली नहीं मनानी है, चलो बढ़िया है. और हमारी भी दिवाली मनाने नहीं देंगे.
सर
ठीक
नहीं
है
सर,
ना?
आप तो बनाओ सर.
आप तो नहीं मनाओगे, पर हमें भी नहीं मनाने दोगे, हाँ, हर बैच में.
नहीं
चलो,
सर, आप
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. हम लोग छुट्टी नहीं दे सकते बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ टाइम.
Yes,
प्रॉपर
sir.
स्केड्यूल इज देयर, इसीलिए। अदरवाइज देखिए, ये एक फायदा है ऑनलाइन क्लासेस का, कि ऑल अदर क्लासेस फेस टू फेस वाले नॉर्मली वो छुट्टी भी दे देते हैं, बट वी कैन नॉट गिव दैट। सिर्फ थोड़ा सा अभी आप लोगों को अच्छे से पढ़ना पड़ेगा इन दिस क्लासेस। और इस बार आई एम वेरी हैप्पी विद दिस टाइमिंग्स एंड जूम क्लासेस। तो मुझे लग रहा है कि नेक्स्ट 2 years में many students will take benefit of all these things which is provided by the ICAI, and I hope कि आप अच्छे से आपकी कॉन्सेप्ट बुक को मेंटेन कर रहे हो। ये
Yes,
दिवाली
sir.
में आप उतना कर रहे हो हार्दिक, और आपके 400 पेजेस बुक को भी मेंटेन कर रहे हो। इन लास्ट सेशन there were many things to write in the 400 pages book, that is a illustration book. Can you tell me हार्दिक कि आपका पूरा हो गया क्या वो सब?
Yes, sir. लिख लिया sir. Illustrations and all. Extra questions भी कर लिए sir.
कितना टाइम गया आपका?
Sir, 2 hours. 2 hours.
ओनली?
Yes, sir.
अरे भाई, फिर जल्दी हो गया आपका तो, 2 घंटे में पूरा हो गया।
Yes, sir.
चलो बढ़िया बात है। 25 तारीख तक मैं आपके साथ हूँ। ऑलमोस्ट ऑल अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स आई विल कवर। देन
Yes,
आई थिंक amalgamation and consolidation will be taken by other faculty. एंड आफ्टर दैट बेटा फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स, ब्रांच अकाउंट्स एंड बायबैक शायद से वापस मैं आ जाऊंगा। तो 2 टॉपिक के लिए मैं नहीं रहूंगा, कंसोलिडेशन, एमलगमेशन। और कौन सा टॉपिक नहीं हो अमंग ये हार्दिक?
sir. Consolidation, amalgamation, and sir, AS4, AS5 वाला.
S4 S5 को भी नहीं हो? ओके, वो ठीक है, वो आप लोग कर लेंगे। वो
Yes, sir.
पिछले वीडियोस भी आप लोग देख सकते हो, उसके लिए कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगा।
Okay, sir.
यस। तो
Thank
सपोज
you.
नहीं। ओके,
Thank you,
चलिए।
sir.
सो नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट। Accounting Standard 26, Intangible Assets. Intangible assets is nothing but it is similar to S10, property, plant, and equipment. I would say this is a small sister of S10. But there are some important points that amortization is there. We cannot use the word depreciation over it because amortization word we are going to use for the intangible assets. Okay. So intangible assets is nothing but similar to property, plant, and equipment, but the definition will be different. And you are aware about that recognition criteria. Recognition criteria, there are 2 words, there are 2 sentences. अंजलि, कैन यू टेल मी दिस 2 sentences? अंजलि कश्यप जी, कौन से 2 sentences है बेटा वो, कि जो आपको एसेट को रिकॉग्नाइज करने के पहले लिख याद आनी चाहिए? यस बेटा। अंजलि, आस्था।
Pranav. Sorry.
हाँ
Good
जी,
morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग।
Sir, future economic benefit will flow to the enterprise and cost can be measured reliably.
कॉस्ट कैन बी मेजर रिलायबली। अंजलि, क्या प्रॉब्लम हुआ बेटा? 2 लाइंस तो बोलने थे। कॉस्ट कैन बी मेजर रिलायबली एंड फ्यूचर इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट विल फ्लो टू द एंटरप्राइज।
Good morning, sir.
हाँ बेटा, बोले।
Um, cost
दो
that are
2 sentences तो बोलने थे ना बेटा।
yes,
हमेशा
sir.
हर एसेट में यही तो 2 लाइंस हम लोग बोलते हैं। फ्यूचर इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट विल फ्लो टू द एंटरप्राइज एंड कॉस्ट कैन बी मेजर्ड रिलायबली। अंजलि, नेक्स्ट।
Liability.
यस, नेक्स्ट सेशन में आप लोगों में से कोई ना कोई रिवीजन लेगा इन नेक्स्ट सेशन। फ्रॉम फर्स्ट चैप्टर इन 10 to 15 minutes यू हैव टू ओपन योर 100 pages बुक। 10 minutes ये हम लोग देने वाले हैं फॉर रिकॉलिंग पर्पस। तो जो भी आपको नोटबुक ओपन रखना है, एंड आफ्टर सर्टन डेज we will take it in the different way. That revision will be in the different way. Okay. So how many of you are ready कि मैं next time पे I will take a revision? Open notebook 100 pages की, and I will take revision. Yes. Other students, हाँ बेटा, I don't want same names. हाँ, Niru, Niru will take, Ritika Gupta will take. So next revision, Niru and Ritika, 100 pages book. जो लोग कभी आंसर्स नहीं देते वो लोग आंसर्स देंगे। ठीक है, आंसर्स नहीं देनी है, 100 pages की बुक ओनली प्रॉपर वे में रीड करना है। एंड एवरी वन विल ओपन दैट 100 pages बुक व्हेन वी आर रिवाइजिंग। सो नेक्स्ट we will take a revision. Okay, तो अभी हम लोग रिवीजन स्टार्ट करेंगे ऑफ प्रीवियस चैप्टर्स 10 मिनट्स डेली बेसिस पे. चलिए, सो S26 is intangible assets. Now I am giving you the overview of the intangible assets. It's very simple actually. Introduction and scope, definition part. Then intangible asset, what it exactly, recognition criteria is there. Then after that, there are types of intangible assets, amortization, the recognition of the expenses and disclosure part. So we are starting with the introduction of intangible assets. See, S26 prescribes the intangible assets, accounting treatment, recognition, but obvious measurement and disclosure. Accounting treatment is nothing but it's a measurement. What is the applicability of this accounting standard? It is fully applicable to all level 1, 2, and 3 enterprises. And there are some disclosure exemptions in level 4. So level 4, basically, all accounting standards are never applicable for AS4. Level 4, there are some disclosures, okay, exemptions. S26 is applicable to computer software. See, now I have a laptop, okay? In laptop, now tell me, hardware and software, both things are included. But major part of the laptop is the hardware when I purchase it. So there are softwares also. So can I record laptop as intangible assets or tangible assets? So you have to see the main component. When it is a mixture of two parts, tangible plus intangible. And main component, main cost is of hardware, which we can see. In that case, laptop will be recorded as tangible asset. That is covered under S10. But if software, accounting standard 26, now suppose if you bought some tally package, you got one CD. That CD for installation, or you got some pen drive for installation. That pen drive installation जो होता है, that is costing me only 300 rupees, 200 rupees. CD होगा might be 10, 20 rupees, but the cost of the software, now it's a major component, that will be recorded as S26. So now if it is a mixture of two parts, hardware and software, you have to see the cost of the component. If hardware component is having major cost, record as S10. If software has a major cost, then record under S26. So intangible means which we cannot see. So what is the difference between two? That we are going to see it in the session. Why S10 and why S26 Institute kept it separately. Research and development softwares. Research softwares and development, beta, understand research and development, we have a different accounting. Patent, copyrights, trademarks. Research and development, what are the activities for research and development? See, now every mobile company has its own one research department and one is development department. For example, in case of Samsung, there is a Note series. In Apple also, there are different series. Note series, now we have 24 Note. They will upgrade it to 25. Previously, it was 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. Then from 10, suddenly they switched to 22, I think, and then 24. 24 मुझे पता है, 23 था शायद से उसके पहले, पता नहीं मुझे. Not 23 था क्या नहीं. But they switched from 10 to 23. So that is their 22 was there. Okay. So they upgraded, they developed their technology, and even in your mobile, it might be any company, you know, there are always different series which are going on. So that is the development. But first time when they came with that stick approach, ये जो मोबाइल में ये स्टिक होती है फॉर नोट सीरीज, ये जो स्टिक है, तो दिस इज कॉस्टिंग, दिस इज अ सीरीज, दिस इज अ प्रो मीन्स दिस सीरीज में जो स्टिक है वही सबसे बड़ी बात है. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज, बेटा, फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन दे केम विद दिस टेक्नोलॉजी, इट इज अ रिसर्च एक्टिविटी. इट वाज द रिसर्च एक्टिविटी. Now, why we have to divide these two separately? I will tell it in detail also, don't worry. But up to research activity, you are not aware whether you will come with the product or not. And therefore, up to research activity, your expenditure will be called as profit and loss account. We will call it as expenditure. But after research activity, when you are developing that product, it is called as capital expenditure. So up to research activity, that was be called as expenses. After completion of research, when you are in the development activity, whatever expenditure you incurred in that, that will be capital expenditure. This is a logic which is given in the accounting standard 26. S26 ने क्या बोल दिया? रिसर्च एक्टिविटी तक का खर्चा P&L में जाना चाहिए. रिसर्च एक्टिविटी के बाद डेवलपमेंट शुरू होगा, तब उसका खर्चा कैपिटलाइजेशन हो जाना चाहिए. ये जो बताया, ये किसने बताया? S26 ने बताया. Patents, copyright, trademark. Sanket sir developed this technology by own all PPTs in the simplest format, in pictorial format, and he had taken some copyrights. Other faculties won't take it in this way. These are my patents, copyrights, trademarks. Patents are normally we take for the, pharmaceutical products. Patents for any technology. Okay, so any technology that you develop, you take patents, you pay to government some amounts, and your product will not be copied by someone because you introduced that product, you used your efforts, you used your full energy to develop that product. Why someone will copy that product? No. Copyrights we take normally for videos which we are developing, dubbing movies. You remember that Salman Khan took some copyrights of this movie, which was actually South Indian movie, Wanted tha. Authors takes copyrights. So trademarks, normally different products you can see on that, there are trademarks. So these are some amount which are paid to government, and that amount we called it as intangible asset. License agreement is also covered in the, yes, government 4G, 5G. So these licenses are having with some specific companies, and that amount will be called as license agreements. Basically, inventory you can see it. So inventory is not covered over here. Deferred tax asset we won't cover here. Goodwill is we won't cover here. Financial assets. Yes, mining rights also, beta. But mining rights has its own accounting, so we won't cover here. Okay. Now, what is the asset? How to define the asset? Asset is the past expenditure, and the benefit will be received in the future. An asset is controlled by the enterprise. What is called as controlled by the enterprise? Controlled means what? Substance over legal form. Manviji, goodwill is also covered under intangible asset, but it is purchased goodwill, not the self-generated goodwill. I will explain it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will explain it. ownership is not important. That intangible asset is with you. You are the owner of the intangible asset. Ownership is one of the criteria to have the control over the asset. But it doesn't mean that if you are owner, you have only ownership or control of that production. No. In intangible asset, we have already seen that ownership is not important. Lessee has recorded the asset, though legal owner is the lessor. So control definition in asset is very important, not the ownership. Okay. So we already seen this accounting. In the AS10 also the same definition was there. That is the control by the enterprise. Due to the past event. So expenditure which is incurred in the past will be recorded in the future benefits, from which you are going to derive some future economic benefits are expected to flow to the enterprise. So my dear students, resource control by the enterprise due to the past event, from which future economic benefits are expected to flow to the enterprise, are called as the asset. एसेट की डेफिनेशन अपने आप में बहुत सिंपल है. ध्यान में रखिए, एसेट के डेफिनेशन में सबसे पहले तो आपको हाउ टू रिकॉर्ड द एसेट ये समझ में आना चाहिए. सो एनी वन ऑफ यू वांट्स टू आंसर द डेफिनेशन ऑफ एसेट विदाउट लुकिंग इनटू डेफिनेशन? ओके, चलो वन बाय वन डेफिनेशन. लेट्स मेक इट वेरी interesting session. So interactive session. So any one of you? Yes, Sai Charan. One by one. और दो स्टूडेंट्स बेटा who never answer ना, raise your hand बेटा. कुछ नहीं होता है, बात कीजिए. फेल्योर भी चलेगा, बट बेटा देखो रिजल्ट 19% एंड बोथ ग्रुप 5% लगा है, बराबर ना? एंड सेकंड ग्रुप का 15%. भाई साहब 15% रिजल्ट जब लगता है ना, 85%, और उसमें से भी देखो रिजल्ट का एक वेरी सिंपल फंडामेंटल आई एम टेलिंग यू. When result is 15%, out of that 15%, 8 to 10% students, they were appearing for the second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, sixth time. 10% तो उसी में चला जाएगा. एंड फर्स्ट टाइम देने वाले 4 से 5% स्टूडेंट्स रहते हैं. और ये 4-5% स्टूडेंट्स ही क्यों रहते हैं? बिकॉज अदर स्टूडेंट्स नेवर आंसर्ड इन द क्लास. आई एम नॉट टेलिंग अबाउट माई रिजल्ट ओनली. मैं तो रिजल्ट के बारे में, वी आर एज एन इंस्टीट्यूट, वी नेवर सी रिजल्ट्स, वी डू नॉट हैव दैट, यू नो, वी डोंट वांट टू पुट पिक्चर्स एनीवेयर. सो वी आर लीस्ट बॉदर अबाउट रिजल्ट्स. वी आर ट्राइंग टू गिव यू डिस्टेंस लर्निंग कोर्स. Ultimately you have to take efforts, ultimately you have to pass. We are there only to show you direction. And any coaching center in India, I will give you only basic example. They are not taking one-to-one classes. So they will show you out of 2000 students which they appeared. Suppose their students are 500, they will put their names of only 50 students. Okay, they will show that list because एक पेज पे कितने आने वाले? 10 से 15 बच्चे. आपको लगेगा कि कितना अच्छा रिजल्ट लगा. हम लोग तो उसके बारे में देखते ही नहीं है. मुझे मैसेज आते रहते, सर आई पास्ड, आई वॉच योर लेक्चर्स. भाई मुझे नाम भी नहीं पता होते हैं जो आपसे बात करेंगे. ड्यू टू दिस नाउ जूम, एटलीस्ट आई एम अवेयर अबाउट नेम्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स. नहीं तो पहले तो यूट्यूब पे क्लासेस होते थे, तो मुझे तो बच्चों के नाम भी नहीं समझ में आते थे. हाँ, पर मुझे इतना गारंटी है, दोज हु आर डूइंग लॉजिकली विल पास इन द फर्स्ट एग्जाम. नहीं भी हुए तो भी सेकंड थर्ड में पास हो ही जाओ. एंड यू वोंट गेट द परसेंटेज ऑफ क्लासेस में हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स आर फेल्ड इन द क्लास. दे विल नेवर अनाउंस दैट. वो अनाउंस किया तो भाई पैसा ही मिलाना बंद हो जाएगा. अब ये समझ लीजिए. सो देखो, कोई भी टीचर आपको बेस्ट उसका नॉलेज देने की कोशिश करता है. यस्टरडे some of my friends, they visited my office, school friends, and they were surprised. अरे भाई संकेत, we were from the Marathi medium, but now your confidence is at that level. Means they watch my some lectures, because some recorded lectures over here only, and they got shocked कि how much energy you put to take session. और ये एक अलग बात है, वो लोगों को ऐसा एकदम नहीं क्या बात जाते टाइम एक ऐसा मुझे एहसास हुआ कि फ्रॉम मिडिल क्लास फैमिली वो लोग इतना अच्छे से उनको लगा कि भाई हाउ यू डेवलप योर एम्पायर, दे विल से एट एम्पायर ओनली आफ्टर बिकमिंग अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, and they were all IT engineers. See, these students are 50% of them are out of India. They came for this Diwali festival and November, December, 2 months. So ऐसे बहुत सारे फ्रेंड्स थे जो 2 महीने के लिए आए, बट अल्टीमेटली दे आर सेइंग कि भाई इंजीनियरिंग से अच्छा मैंने सीए कर लिया रहता तो आज बाकी का नॉलेज भी हमें मिला रहता। अल्टीमेटली नॉट ओनली सीए कोर्स के बारे में, हाउ यू डेवलप योर अदर बिजनेसेस ऑल्सो। मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूं कि वो लोग आईटी से खुश नहीं है, बट उनको अपना जो दिमाग है पैसिव इनकम का, इट्स नॉट ओनली फ्रॉम वन सोर्स दैट यू शुड टेक मनी, डिफरेंट सोर्सेस आर देयर। और वो एक चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट ही यूज कर सकता है, बिकॉज ही नोज बिजनेस में हाउ टू कैलकुलेट प्रॉफिट्स एंड लॉसेस। अल्टीमेटली लक इज देयर, बट ये चीजें आप ही को करने को इजीली समझ में आएगा। एंड दिस इज अ कोर्स का एक ब्यूटी है, ये ध्यान में रखना। सीए कोर्स में जो आपको इज्जत शोहरत आगे जाके मिलने वाली है, फील दैट इज्जत शोहरत टुडे इटसेल्फ। आई वांट टू बिकम दैट चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, सी दैट ड्रीम। तो आपको वो ड्रीम से कोई भी फिर आगे ये नहीं कर पाएगा। कल का एक ओवरऑल आप लोग देखोगे तो रिजल्ट आने के बाद स्टूडेंट्स थिंक कि हम लोग फेल क्यों है। भाई यू आस्क टू योर सेल्फ, हैव यू मेंटेन योर 100 कॉन्सेप्ट बुक, हैव यू मेंटेन एनी रिविजन स्ट्रेटेजी, हैव यू प्लान्ड योर स्टडी। तो ये चीजें भी ध्यान में रखिए, एंड देन यू अंडरस्टैंड कि हाँ भाई कि मेरे से कुछ नहीं हुआ है एंड व्हाई आई फेल्ड इन द एग्जाम। use revision strategies on Sunday to Sunday basis. Now this is the, I can say these are the students who are going to pass. At least you are not celebrating your festival, you attended this class। ये भी बड़ी बात है भाई, आज दिवाली है, पूरा इंडिया वहां पे फेस्टिवल को सेलिब्रेट कर रहा है, एंड यू पीपल आर अटेंडिंग क्लासेस। एजुकेशन आपकी स्टार्टिंग है। नाउ पुट इट ऑन पेपर, कन्वर्ट इट इन योर सक्सेस। स्ट्रेटेजीज लिखिए, डेली बेसिस पे आपने जो रिवीजन किया है 15 पेजेस 20 पेजेस, आई हैव टू रीड एवरी सब्जेक्ट, 3 सब्जेक्ट्स इन अ डे, and I will finish off my syllabus within 4 months. Last 2 months will be my revision. November, December, January, February, March, April will be my revision. I will give maximum papers. This is a simple strategy. और यही तो चाहिए होता है बेटा। आज मैं बहुत खुश हूं आप जो बच्चे आज क्लास अटेंड करने आए। दिस इज द माई, नॉट ओनली माई सक्सेस, दिस इज योर सक्सेस। मैं तो अच्छा पढ़ाता हूं, मुझे किसी के सर्टिफिकेट की जरूरत नहीं है उसके लिए, बट आई नो कि आप लोग भी उतना अच्छा पढ़ रहे हो, और विच इज रिक्वायर्ड। ठीक है, और ऐसी एनर्जी आप लोग मेंटेन करना आपकी लास्ट तक, और फुल डे मोटिवेटेड रहना। बेटा सीए कोर्स में एक ही जरूरत है, खुद के ऊपर कॉन्फिडेंस। और जिसको खुद के ऊपर कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है ना, वो कभी सीए नहीं होने वाला है। ये एक मेंटेलिटी का डिफरेंस है आपके और मेरे बीच में। मैं ऐसा भी बोलूंगा, व्हेन आई वाज अ स्टूडेंट मुझे भी इतना ये नहीं था कि मैं कर पाऊंगा क्या नहीं, पर आप प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के पहले दो मेंटेलिटी है। डरो मत कि मुझे अभी मैं इधर सर्वेश के साथ रह रहा हूं ना, आई कैन सी द डिफरेंस। सर्वेश पहले क्या था और अभी क्या है। नाउ ही इज मोर कॉन्फिडेंट, मेरे साथ रह रहे के, मोनिश के साथ रह रहे के, नाउ इज मोर कॉन्फिडेंट कि नहीं मुझे आएगा। पहले जब वो कोई भी प्रॉब्लम देखता था ना, पहले ही बोल देता था सर आई कुडंट सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम। ये सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम था, कुछ नहीं होता, बिंदास सॉल्व करने का, गलत तो गलत, स्टेप मार्किंग इज देयर, व्हाई टू वरी इफ देयर आर स्टेप मार्किंग्स इन सीए कोर्स। बिंदास सॉल्व करने का कोई भी चैप्टर। चलो, तो एसेट, रिसोर्सेस कंट्रोल्ड, यू गॉट द डेफिनेशन, यस। हाँ जी बेटा, रितिका, कैन यू टेल मी द डेफिनेशन बेटा?
Good morning, sir.
Yes,
Definition of asset.
हाँ।
Resources controlled by enterprise due
Hmm.
to past event from which future economic benefit will flow to the enterprise are
So what are the
expected to
three
flow to
important words? Control, past
control
event, and future
and
economic benefit.
future economic benefit.
Yes, beta. Very good. Next one. Monetary assets. Now, what is monetary? Monetary means amount of which is determinable. Exact amount are you're aware. No, beta Sai Kiran. That generic medicines are not normally, they had taken any patents. So generic medicines is illegal. And some people are doing some only difference in the component of that medicine, and now that percentage change, so government cannot say that it is the same technology that you are using. Okay, so generic medicines are allowed, and you know that why their costs are very less. Reason is very simple, because they do not have any scientific research cost. Research cost is zero, and that's why they are selling it at very low prices. But they are not banned, because ultimately they can sell it. Why they can sell it? Because their proportion, they pass their medical fitness certificate, and therefore beta they can be used worldwide. Yes, in the public interest also. Monetary assets, money held and assets to be received having fixed or determinable amount. Now, Ritika, Aisha, चलो रितिका रहने दीजिए, आयशा, कैन यू टेल मी,
Yes, sir.
land, whatever the value in the books will be the same value in real life?
No.
No, because in books we are normally showing it at, might be cost model, might be revaluation model, but if we are going to sell it in the market, it might be having some different amount. Okay, what about debtors? Debtors in the books are fixed. What you are going to take it from them? See,
Data amount
debtor amount is fixed or different from book and
fixed.
reality? Fixed.
Fixed.
So that is called as monetary asset. How it is different, beta Anirudh? Debtors, if they don't pay, that is a different thing. Debtors book value and your realizable value are same. Book value and realizable value, but for land it is not same. Correct? Hai? So debtors, creditors, we will call it as monetary assets or liabilities. Amounts of money are fixed. Cash, whatever cash in the books, in reality same cash will be there. Stock, no. In book it is showing different amount, but reality it is showing some different amount. Might be net realizable value is higher than the cost. So whether stock is the monetary asset? No, it is non-monetary asset. Cash, yes. Debtors, yes. Plant and machinery, no. Furniture, no. Motor vehicle, no. Prepaid expense, yes. Non-monetary asset. Assets which are not monetary assets are called as non-monetary. Simple. Amortization. Creditor is not an asset, beta. It's a liability. So monetary item, we will consider that. Monetary asset, we won't consider that. Amortization means reduction in the value of the asset. Depreciation, same. systematic allocation of the depreciable amount of an intangible assets over its useful life. बेटा ट्रेड रिसीवेबल एंड डेटर्स आर सेम मानवी जी. ट्रेड रिसीवेबल मतलब ही डेटर्स होता है, तो डेटर्स इज फिक्स, तो ट्रेड रिसीवेबल इज ऑल्सो सेम, नो मानवी जी. ट्रेड रिसीवेबल का ही दूसरा नाम डेटर्स है. Yes, beta. Advance prepaid expenses are monetary assets. Useful life. We never use economic life over here. Either the period for time which the asset is expected to be used and number of production or similar units expected to be obtained from the same asset by the enterprise. Fair value. अरे वाह, fair value यहाँ पे भी आया. That is the value between knowledgeable and willing parties at arm's length price. Same definition is there. Impairment. Carrying amount exceeds recoverable amount. ये भी पता है. Carrying amount, which is the book value. Asset is recognized in the balance sheet. Less accumulated losses minus impairment losses. So same definition is there. So definition part we have completed. Any difficulty in any definition? Please remove your hands and raise hand only if you have any difficulty till now. Any student has difficulty in definition part? No. Definitions we have already covered. Very simple definition, no problem. ठीक है. What is the intangible assets? What is the intangible assets? Shahid Charan, do you have any difficulty, beta? Shahid, any difficulty, beta?
No, sir. No difficulties.
Okay. You raised your hand, that's why I'm asking. Okay. Yes, Rosalind ji, बोलिए.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning.
I joined a little bit late, so what we are going to discuss?
नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं है. अभी तक आपकी शुरुआत ही नहीं हुई है. इस बार जस्ट इंटेंजिबल एसेट की बेसिक शुरुआत हुई है. 1.5 के स्पीड से, बीच में तो मोटिवेशन ही दिया. तो रोजालिन जी बाकी कुछ भी हुआ नहीं है. अभी आप इसके आगे भी कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. What is intangible assets? Jinky, this is very basic definition, sir, which we cannot see, which we cannot touch. This is a very simple. This is 11-12 standard definition. Okay, you are correct. Definition is not wrong. But beta, we are going to see it technically in the CA course. It is the non-monetary assets. Sir, monetary, abhi you explained it. Monetary means the book value and the realizable value are same. No, non-monetary. In books, it is showing some different amount. If you are going to sell it in the market, it will show some different amount. So you got the word. What is the monetary or non-monetary? Yes, sir. This is non-monetary asset. This is non-monetary asset. This is identifiable. Identifiable. Identifiable means what? You can, you can divide it from other assets. You can separate it. Separability. Identifiability means separation. Without physical substance, which we cannot see. कैसा word लगता है ना? We which cannot touch. Without physical substance is the correct word. Okay. And it is held for use in the production, administration, or fetching rent. See, property, plant, and equipment also we have divided in the same way. It is held for production, rental, administration for more than 12 months. ऐसा एक डायग्राम मैंने निकाल के दिया था. इफ यू रीड यूर प्रॉपर्टी प्लांट एंड इक्विपमेंट, आपको ऐसा डायग्राम दिखेगा. 3 पर्पजेस और नीचे लिखा था हेल्ड फॉर मोर देन 12 मंथ्स. ये इंटेंजिबल एसेट की डेफिनेशन है. Similar to property, plant, and equipment, it is intangible. First one, it is non-monetary asset. Non-monetary word is not used for property, plant, and equipment. Non-monetary asset identifiable without physical substance, held for use in production, administration, or fetching rent. ये तो same था. Property, plant, and equipment तो same था. More than 12 months is not there. It should not, but वो भी है. More than 12 months ही होगा. But it should not be monetary, non-monetary. Non-monetary is a new word. Identifiable is a new word. And without physical substance is a new word. 3 new words, remaining is the same like property, plant, and equipment. Definition याद हो गया. फेचिंग रेंट मतलब रेंट निकालना, उससे रेंट लेके आना। फेच मतलब बेटा तांबेश्वरी जी उससे रेंट को खींचना। फेच मतलब लेके आना, वो रेंट हमें कमा के देगी, वो एसेट। समझा बेटा? यस। तांबेश्वरी के बारे में मुझे अच्छा ये लगता है कि उनका इंग्लिश थोड़ा थोड़ा अभी डेवलप हो रहा है ओवर द टाइम बाय लिसनिंग दिस सेशंस। होगा होगा, डेवलप होगा, रोज सुनने से हो जाएगा, डोंट वरी। मैं भी आपके जैसे फेज में से गया हूं तांबेश्वरी जी, डोंट वरी। Non-monetary, identifiable without physical substance held for use in the production, administration or fetching rent. Yes, Adishri, define better definition. बोलिए, एक दो लोग बोलिए
Sir,
डेफिनेशन। हाँ जी बिल बोलिए।
it should be a non-monetary, identifiable, without physical substance, held for the use in production, administration, and fishing
वेरी
rent.
गुड। यस बेटा। मानवी जी।
Yes, sir. It should be non-monetary, identifiable, without physical substance, held for use in production, administration, or fetching rent.
ठीक है। प्रणव जी।
Okay, so good morning, sir.
यस।
It should be non-monetary. It should be uh,
विदाउट फिजिकल सब्सटेंस।
physical substance. Then it should be identifiable, and it should be help for use for production,
एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एंड फेचिंग रेंट।
yeah, and fishing rent.
ठीक है, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं। चलिए, बहुत बढ़िया। नाउ व्हाट इज आइडेंटिफाइबिलिटी? Identifiable means, oh, it should be distinguishable from the goodwill. You can separate it out. Clearly distinguishable, separable. For goodwill to be distinguishable, the asset must be separable. Separable means that it can be rent, sale, exchange, distribute. Distinguishable, separable, rent, sale, exchange और distribute. तो एसेट में से रेंट आना चाहिए, आप एसेट को बेच सकते हो, एक्सचेंज कर सकते हो, कमर्शियल सब्सटेंस ओवर, यू नो दैट कमर्शियल सब्सटेंस इन S10 वी हैव सीन, एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट। कमर्शियल सब्सटेंस में एसेट के बदले में एसेट बेचा था। इफ इट इज कमर्शियल सब्सटेंस, इफ देयर इट इज लैकिंग, then we will continue with the book value. If it is not lacking, then we will see the asset fair value which is given up, otherwise taken up whichever is more clearly evident. ऐसा कुछ था S10 में, जिन्होंने पढ़ा हुआ है उनको याद आएगा, अच्छे से नोट्स निकाले हैं उनको याद आएगा, नहीं याद आ रहा है तो बेटा वापस लेक्चर देखना पड़ेगा। रेंट, सेल, एक्सचेंज, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट। सो यू आर गेटिंग द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सेपरेबिलिटी। सेपरेबल वर्ड को बहुत महत्व दिया गया है। यस बेटा, एक्टिवा एंड जुपिटर का एग्जांपल था। वेरी गुड बेटा रितिका, वेरी गुड। और एक्टिवा और साइकिल का एग्जांपल था उसके बाद। ऐसा कुछ तो था, एक्टिवा साइकिल या जुपिटर साइकिल, ऐसा दिया था। रेंट, सेल, एक्सचेंज, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, चलो याद हो गया। यस, अजय सूर्या, टेल मी दिस सेपरेबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया। आइडेंटिफाइबल, what is identifiable? Identifiable means it is distinguishable. Distinguishable means what? That can be separable. Separable means
Separable.
rent, sale, exchange, distribute. हाँ बोलिए।
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir. Identifiable means it can be clearly distinguishable from goodwill and
हाँ,
and separable from the other. The asset should be separable.
okay,
Separable means we can rent, sell, exchange, and distribute.
okay. Distribute means what? You can divide it. Suppose now there are bundle of assets, then you can divide it. Okay, number of intangible assets. So you can
Okay.
divide it in the fair value. You know that in asset also we have seen that if we paid the consolidated price for that asset, so it can be
CGU
separable.
like.
हाँ, हमने देखा था ना, एक CGU भी बोल सकते हो आप. Yes, if it is not, yes, very good बेटा. CGU भी
Okay.
बोल सकते हो, distribute बोले तो. अभी आप लोग, अजय जी, I have seen कि now you can understand the language of accounting standard easily. अभी आप लोगों को ये आने लगा है. What do you
Yes,
think?
sir. Sir.
Now
Sir,
accounting standards are easy for you, that now after reading the sentences from the study mat, are you finding it's very difficult that wordings, future economic benefit, flow to the enterprise, impairment, depreciation? Now these words are, now you used to these words?
Very simple, sir, because of you.
Okay, चलो अच्छी बात है. Very good, beta. So now you are not having any fear about the wordings of accounting standards.
Yes,
Accounting
sir.
standard is its own, we can call it as language. For
Yes.
impairment, for asset based, the same language is there. Probable future economic benefit, cost can be measured reliably, then cost will be direct purchase price, then you can know the fair value, that is the arm's length price. So these words are fixed in accounting standards. And maximum students fail in this paper because they are not having any understanding of these words. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
रोजालिन जी बोल रही है यू शुड टेक ऑल पेपर्स. यस बेटा, मैं दिन भर घर पे ही नहीं जाऊंगा, इधर ही बैठा रहूंगा. करेक्ट है ना अजय जी?
Yes, sir.
ओके. कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल. नाउ व्हाट इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल? See, ownership is not important, but control is important. An enterprise controls an asset if it enterprise has the power to obtain the future economic benefit and can restrict, this word is very important, future economic benefit, you will get it, and you are restricting others from using that asset. सर एक आध दिन मैंने मेरी गाड़ी चलाने के लिए फ्रेंड को दिया, ठीक है ना, एक दिन दिया, पर आपका ही फ्रेंड आपको बोलता है कि तूने कब गाड़ी लेके जाना है, बाकी टाइम मेरे पास रहेगा. So he's controlling you, your asset, not you, your asset. See, I will give you one funny example. बेटा 10 साल से मेरे नाम पे घर है, ओनरशिप इज विथ मी, बट बेटा एवरी डिसीजन एट होम is taken by Mona ma'am. So though asset is in the name of the asset, ownership is with me, who is controlling that asset? Mona ma'am is controlling that asset. So बेटा मुझे मेरे घर में मेरा कबड़ खोलने की भी आजादी नहीं है. कबड़ खोलने के बाद भी डर लगता है, कुछ थोड़ा सा इधर का उधर रख दिया तो पीछे से बेटा बहुत बड़ी बड़ी आवाजें आएगी, क्यों रखा है ऐसा. तो ओनरशिप इज विथ मी ऑफ माय कबर्ड, बट कंट्रोल इज नॉट विथ मी. एक कपड़ा भी निकालना मतलब धक धक होता है, निकालू क्या नहीं निकालू, मेरे ही कपड़े, पर कबड़ में से निकालने को मुझे ही आजादी नहीं है. व्हाट इज द कंट्रोल? सी द कंट्रोल डेफिनेशन. Understood the definition of control? If you can restrict others from getting the benefit, it is the control definition. आया समझ में? Okay. So restricting the access of others to those benefits. Legal enforceability is not a necessary condition for control. Legal ownership is not important. आया समझ में? Yes, sir. Very easy. So two important wordings. One is identifiability and second one is control. Yes. Recognition criteria. Now we will talk about the recognition criteria. We will recognize when are the same definition. No. Probable future economic benefit will flow to the enterprise and cost can be measured reliably. Now, how to define the cost? Same chart was there. Cost, but having different columns. Now here, there were three parts. Directly attributable cost. One is the purchase price. One is the directly attributable cost. And one is a dismantling cost. In S10, if you remember that chart, आपके बुक में भी लिखा होगा. देखो बेटा 100 पेजेस की बुक है ना, ऐसे आंखों के सामने नाचनी चाहिए. हाँ ये था वो था वो था सब लिखा हुआ है मैंने. 100 पेजेस की बुक आपके आंखों के सामने होनी चाहिए इन ओन हैंड रिटन नोट्स. कुछ बच्चे बोलते हैं सर 100 पेजेस के पीडीएफ भेज दो. भाई क्या फायदा है, आपके पास लिखा हुआ चाहिए 100 पेजेस का बुक. डायरेक्टली जेन्युइनली बताओ, जेन्युइनली हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव अपडेटेड टिल टुडे 100 पेजेस का फुल बुक, फुल नोटबुक है सर तैयार. आपने जो बोला है मेरे पास पूरा तैयार है. जेन्युइनली बताओ, दिवाली फेस्टिवल पे झूठ मत बोलना. अरे बाप रे. So not a single page which is yet not completed. Full up to date है. $27. See the percentage, 28. गुरमिंदर जी, एक भी पेज आपका लिखा हुआ नहीं है ऐसा कि जो छूटा है. गुरमिंदर कौर, यस बोलिए.
हेलो.
गुरमिंदर जी,
हेलो.
हाँ पूरा लिखा हुआ है 100%. 400
sir.
पेजेस नहीं,
नो सर, 100 पेजेस पूरा कंप्लीटेड हो.
कुछ भी छूटा नहीं है.
नहीं सर, एक्चुअली जब आप सिखाते हो ना, तब भी
हाँ.
मैं साइड बाय साइड लिख रही हूँ, एग्जाम्पल एंड ऑल सब चीजें.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, 100 पेजेस तो बाद में स्क्रीनशॉट देता हूँ ना मैं.
नहीं, आप अभी भी जब एक्सप्लेन करते हो ना, तो दैट टाइम आल्सो आई एम राइटिंग थिंग्स
तो वो
विद
तो रफ में
एग्जाम्पल.
लिखा करो ना, वो क्यों इसमें लिख रहे हो.
ओके सर.
रफ पेजेस पे लिखो, वो बाद में आप लोग इसको वापस से रफ पेजेस का देख के इधर फेयर करना बाद में, मतलब 100 पेजेस के स्क्रीनशॉट्स के साथ. ठीक है,
ओके
ये
सर.
भी अच्छी बात है, नो वरीज. पर ज्यादा करके 100 पेजेस की बुक प्रॉपरली मेंटेन कीजिए बाद में. पर एक
ओके
भी
सर.
नोटबुक का फर्स्ट चैप्टर से आज तक पूरा कंप्लीट आपका.
यस सर.
क्या बात है, बहुत बढ़िया. चलो, आई एम हैप्पी दैट एटलीस्ट 50% ऑफ द क्लास, 50 नहीं बोलेंगे, 30%, they maintained it properly. 30%. See the result percentage. Why result is 5%, both groups. 30% maintain. So you have to see your discipline also. Only 30% students have completed their notebook. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Other students finish it till Sunday. मैक्सिमम डेली जो भी बैकलॉग है वो कंप्लीट कीजिए. 1 चैप्टर 3 सब्जेक्ट्स ही कीजिए, पर अच्छे से कीजिए एट अ टाइम. What is the acquired separately? What is the acquired separately? Purchase price plus import duties plus other directly attributable cost minus trade discount and rebates in exchange of shares or other securities. In exchange, fair value of asset or securities issued, whichever is more clearly evident. So I bought some assets, intangible assets, and I issued some securities. I issued some my shares of my company or debentures, equity shares, whichever is more clearly evident. I will record that asset at fair value. आया समझ में? Very simple definition. एकदम easy है. Every student beta can recall this definition. The purchase price is similar plus import duties plus other attributable cost minus trade discount. Expenditure on acquisition means purchase, development, maintenance, or enhancement of intangible assets. It meets the recognition criteria. What is the recognition criteria? Why those words? Future economic benefit, cost can be measured reliably if it meets the criteria as 26. If asset is acquired in amalgamation, then goodwill. Now amalgamation, yes, beta. That when you start with your amalgamation chapter, you'll understand how to record goodwill. And other items, we will record it as expenses. We will record it as expenses. So meets the recognition criteria, acquires in amalgamation, and other items, we will call it as see here. So it's very simple. So recognition criteria meet hona chahiye. What are the past expenses? Expenditure on intangible asset that was initially recognized as expenses. Previous financial statements and interim financial reports should not be capitalized later. ध्यान में रखना. Once you record it as expenses, though it was wrong, but now you switch to intangible assets. So that past expenses actually, so that was met the recognition criteria. That expenses was meeting the expenditure criteria. But sir, we forgot to record this as intangible asset. Now we want to rectify it. Prior period items. No, not allowed. Not allowed. Okay. Once you record it as an expenditure, you cannot change it. Types of intangible assets. Purchase intangible assets and internally generated. Now this is very important. Property, plant and equipment that was self-constructed asset. If you remember, self-constructed asset. Now purchased intangible assets by paying cash in exchange, by issuing securities, by giving as government grant, and in case of amalgamation. See, same where was there in the PPE. था ना ऐसा ही. By paying cash, purchase price plus legal fees plus duties plus GST not credit available plus other attributable expenses. By exchange, recognize that fair value which is asset given up. पहले given up को value दिया जाएगा. If not there, then asset which is exchange. Fair value. Refer to S10. Same था. Issue of shares at the fair value of the shares or asset whichever is more clearly evident. Government grant, S12 में मैं सिखाऊंगा nominal rate or cost of acquisition. You won't understand it now. S12 is not yet completed. In case of amalgamation, we are going to see that. Not met. Determination of the fair value. Quoted price, bid price, or most recent similar transactions. Where to get fair value? Yes. And capital reserve is created in case of any increase. So increase, decrease, we already covered. Revaluation reserve or P&L account. We already seen that. And no active market, then amount that would have been paid. Internally generated. Now very, very important. For internally generated, it is often difficult to identify the future economic benefit and cost can be measured reliably. So we are dividing it in two phases. One is research and one is development. Research phase is incurred up to the invention of the new product. जब तक नया product market में आता नहीं है, we will call it as research phase. So whatever expenditure incurred till that date is a profit and loss account and converts into marketable product. Marketable means you can sell it in the market. That is called as marketable product. You can sell it from research phase to development phase. It is capitalized. What is research phase? ये देखिए, ये आपको रट्टा मारना है. Yes, जिंकी, रीड बेटा, रीड कीजिए जिंकी जी.
Research phase. Good morning, sir.
Yes.
First is activities aimed at obtaining new knowledge. Second, search for evolution and final selection of research findings. Third, search alternative for material, device, product, processes, system for service. Fourth, formulations, design, evolution, and final selection of possible alternative for new or improved MDPPSS.
What is the beta MDPPSS?
Uh,
Material, device, product, process, system, or service. MD, material, D for device, P for products, P for process, system or service.
Service.
So
Material,
see,
device.
research मतलब क्या बेटा, एक ही बार हिंदी में समझ लो. एक्टिविटी जो न्यू नॉलेज आपको देती है. ओके, कुछ नहीं बेटा. रिसर्च मतलब क्या कि जिसमें से हमें कुछ आएगा नहीं आएगा पता नहीं, पर हम लोग यो न्यू नॉलेज को ले तो रहे. सर्च फॉर, हमें पता नहीं है, सर्च कर रहे. क्या आएगा क्या नहीं आएगा, वी आर नॉट अवेयर. इवैल्यूएशन एंड फाइनल सिलेक्शन ऑफ रिसर्च फाइंडिंग्स. हमें यह पता है कि हमें ऐसा कुछ तो रिसर्च करना है. हमें कीपैड से मोबाइल, पहली बार जब कीपैड से मोबाइल टच स्क्रीन पे आया तो टच करके भी हम लोग मोबाइल यूज कर सकते हैं. इसके ऊपर किसी ने भरोसा रखा रहेगा, उस डायरेक्शन में उसने कुछ सर्च किया होगा. अभी उसको पता नहीं था कि भाई ऐसा मोबाइल निकलेगा क्या नहीं निकलेगा, पर हमें ये निकालना है. ये न्यू नॉलेज है हमारे लिए. उसके उसने ऑल्टरनेटिव्स भी देखे रहेंगे और कुछ डिजाइन्स किए होंगे, इवैल्यूएशन किया होगा, फाइनल सिलेक्शन किया होगा ऑफ ऑल्टरनेटिव्स. सी, ऑल्टरनेटिव्स आर देयर, देन इट इज अ रिसर्च फेज. रिसर्च फेज में से जो आउटकम बाहर आएगा, वंस यू गॉट दिस एक्टिविटी फाइनल, फिर डेवलपमेंट में जाएगा. कोरोना वायरस जब आया था, मेडिसिन ऑन दैट, सब लोग, वैक्सीन वॉज इन द रिसर्च फेज. वो दो लोग थे ना, एक कौन से थे, एक पूना वाला था और एक रशिया वाला भी था. एक यूएस वाला कर रहा था, चाइना वाला भी कर रहा था. ऑल वेर इन द रिसर्च फेज. फिर हमने किसका लिया बेटा फाइनली? कोवैक्सीन और कोविशील्ड. ऐसे हमारे यहाँ पे दो प्रोडक्ट डेवलप हुए. सो डेवलपमेंट में क्या होगा? डिजाइन, कंस्ट्रक्शन एंड टेस्टिंग ऑफ प्रोटोटाइप्स. प्रोटोटाइप्स मतलब सिमिलर, जो आपका एक छोटा सा, जैसे एक बड़ा कंस्ट्रक्शन का जैसे बिल्डिंग दिखता है, तो आपके सामने वो जब आप जाते हो तब वो दिखाया जाता है आपको कि ये देखो ये सब बनेगा. वो छोटा सा रहता है ना इसमें. हाँ, वो ध्यान में रखना. DCNT of the operating pilot plant. DCNT of the chosen alternative. See, there are not alternatives. That is the chosen alternative for new or improved MDBPSS. Design of tools, modes, jigs, dies involving new technology. ये सभी डेवलपमेंट फेज है. नए टूल्स लाना, मोल्ड्स, jigs, dies, नए टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड. So that is the development phase. Development phase is capitalized if all following conditions are fulfilled. Technical feasibility of completing the intangible assets, intention to complete that intangible assets, ability to use it, future economic benefits, and ability to measure reliably. Beta, in break, you will read this. I will give you extra 5 minutes for break. तो रिसर्च फेज अभी नहीं, बाद में डेवलपमेंट फेज एंड डेवलपिंग एक्टिविटीज, डेवलपमेंट की एक्टिविटीज ऑल यू हैव टू बाय हार्ट इन ब्रेक. 20 मिनट्स दूंगा मैं आपको, अभी नहीं, बाद में. I want in 20 minutes all these phases, minimum 3 students will answer. Same, all these 3. Who is going to answer? At least 10 नाम आने चाहिए, then I will select. सानिया, yes. ये 10 लोगों ने तो भी, yes, ठीक है, हैंड रेज रहने दीजिए. All these conditions you have to see. I don't want exact in the same language, but this is a 4 marks question. Define research activities, define development activities, define capitalize when the development phases is over. So cost which is include on these activities are expenditure on material services, salaries, any directly attributable expense, allocable overhead. Same definition, selling overheads not considered, initial losses not considered, and expenditure on training of staff is also not considered. Property, plant and equipment में same definition was there. For intangible asset का जो था, ऐसा ही वहां पे भी था. Amortization. Now we'll, yes, I will finish this standard first. So I will give you break, and after break, beta, we are going to solve some illustrations. First, you will tell me all that conditions. This research and development is important only. Research phase, expenditure, development phase, asset. Process of allocating cost over its useful life. Same definition of depreciation. Same. Salvage value. Now this is very simple. Salvage value usually 0. Usually. If third party gives you confirmation that I'm going to take your asset, then only that will be considered. Otherwise, it's not like S10. S10 में salvage value you estimate that. But here it is normally 0. If third party का confirmation आया तो ये आएगा. And useful life का भी यहाँ पे definition है. It is maximum 10 years. If nothing is mentioned, you will take 10 years. The presumption. And that is not there in S10. Presumption. No. 10 years का. And if you want to take some different, then you have to provide some evidence. तो आपको यदि दूसरा कुछ 10 years के अलावा लेना है, it's allowed. But उसके लिए कुछ तो evidence लगेगा. You will need some evidence other than 10 years. What the concept? Yes. Carrying amount, ये तो पता ही आपको. Cost minus accumulated amortization. No, don't use word depreciation over here. How many methods are there? Straight line method divided by 10 years. Written down value method, units and production units method. So ये सभी methods are we already seen. What is the difference? Amortization is for intangible asset, depreciation is for tangible asset. बाकी कुछ भी नहीं है. Same. Production units method we already completed in the S10. Derecognition. Even production units method we completed yesterday. Operating lease में हमने देखा था ना वो divide production के pattern में we divided. Removing derecognition means what? Removing the balance sheet में से asset. कट कर दिया assets को. Asset is derecognized in 2 situations. At disposal, मतलब फेंक ही देना है उसको. And when there is no more future economic benefit. Same definition था ना बेटा? Same definition था. Derecognition criteria. Yes. Recognition of expenses. Expenditure on intangible assets should be recognized as expenses when it is incurred unless the expenses form the part of intangible assets and meet the recognition criteria and goodwill or capital reserve. Examples of expenditure to be recognized. Advertisement, training and startup cost. Don't record as deferred expenditure concept is not there due to this recognition criteria. Okay. If you are not generating any intangible asset, that future economic benefit, for example, Salman Khan visited my premises and he promoted me, but I'm not sure. I paid him 1 crore rupees, but I'm not sure that 1 crore will give me a business or not. मेरा भी भाई खुद का एक अपना नॉलेज है जो मैं लोगों को शेयर करता हूँ, एक एक्सपीरियंस है. सलमान खान को बुलाया तो वो सिर्फ दोस्ती में बुलाया था, जस्ट प्रमोशनल एक्टिविटी. बट इट डजंट मीन कि मेरा प्रोडक्ट तुरंत हिट हो जाएगा. नो. स्टूडेंट्स क्या आंखें बंद करके किसी पे भरोसा नहीं रखने वाले। सलमान गाया ना आया इसलिए संकेत सर के क्लासेस को प्रमोट करो, नो। सो एडवर्टाइजमेंट एक्सपेंसेस, वॉट एवर आई पेड इट, I have to transfer it to profit and loss account. Some benefit I will get it, but normally expenditure I cannot record it as research expenses. Research and development में research expenses. Motion picture films, video recordings under licensing, I will record it as expenses. And relocating from one place to another, that is also expenditure. What are the disclosure? How are you going to record it? You will record useful lives of that asset, amortization methods, carrying amount, accumulated amortization at the beginning of the year. Same, a reconciliation, gross amount, depreciation, net block, gross block, depreciation or amortization, net block. Same thing you are going to maintain. Now, see the assets, self-generated marketing rights. Self-generated, आपने कुछ भी किया होगा तो it is not the impairment asset. No. Self-generated franchisee rights. No. Purchase marketing rights. Yes, it is the intangible asset. Special computer software. Yes, sir. Advance license fees. Yes, license fees है ना भाई. Duty drawback. Yes. Duty drawback आपको आपके GST faculty will explain. Sales tax exemption. No, exemption is not covered. Share issue expense. No, big no. Internally, no. Internal word आया तो भी देख लेना. No. Purchase land. Yes. Right to use land. Yes. Feasibility study and startup cost. No. Study is not there ना बेटा. रिसर्च में नहीं. ठीक है भाई. चलो भैया, स्टैंडर्ड को तो खत्म कर दिया सर आपने. एक छोटू सा ब्रेक ले लेते हैं. मैं बताता हूं कब तक आना है और कौन सा आपको स्क्रीनशॉट रीड करना है फ्रॉम योर स्टडी मैट. स्टडी मैट, स्टडी मैट. रिसर्च फेज, डेवलपमेंट फेज के 5 डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज बस. हार्दिक, residual value we covered, retirement, disposal, everything is
Yes,
covered.
sir.
मुझे एक बात बताइए,
हाँ जी सर.
जब आपको मैं पूरा प्रेजेंटेशन बताता हूँ और उसके बाद आप एक हो कि जब आप स्टडी मैट रीड करते हो तो आपको बिल्कुल भी डिफिकल्टी नहीं जाता रीड करने में बेटा?
नहीं सर, क्लियर रहता है.
आपको पता होता है कि इसके अंदर क्या रहने वाला है?
सर 100 पेजेस का बुक साथ रखता हूँ रीड
हाँ,
करने के लिए.
मतलब आप पहले 100 पेजेस राइट करते हो, यू आर राइटिंग फर्स्ट, और उसके बाद मॉड्यूल पढ़ते हो ना पूरा?
यस सर.
बहुत बढ़िया बेटा. बेयर टेक्स्ट कभी पढ़ने की कोशिश करते हो क्या? इतना टाइम नहीं है?
नहीं सर, इतना टाइम नहीं है.
नहीं है, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. मैं ऐसा फोर्स भी नहीं करूंगा, बट छुट्टियों में बेयर टेक्स्ट पढ़ना बेटा. मतलब इन डेज जब सीए फाइनल के पढ़ोगे तो तब आपको और मजा आएगा. ये पॉसिबल छुट्टियों में
यस सर.
ज्वाइन एनी ऑफिस फॉर 2 months अप टू रिजल्ट. पहले तो आपके
यस सर.
कोर्सेज कंप्लीट कर लेना, जीएमसीएस या ओरिएंटेशन या वो आईटीटी ट्रेनिंग इज देयर. तो finish
यस
that
सर.
courses in after your exam, and if time permits तो बेटा because I cannot force you out because there are 6 subjects, and if you read study bare text it is not possible. हम लोग है आपको सिंप्लीफाई करके देने को, तो आप इसी को रीड करना, बट स्टडी मैट को रीड करना, वो करना बस, बाकी कुछ मत करो, पर स्टडी मैट को रीड करना. ठीक है?
यस सर.
यस. तो आपको समझा अब भी क्या करना है आपको?
यस सर. रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट
रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट आपको कंप्लीट करना है, एंड आई विल मीट यू एट 8:40, क्योंकि बड़ा आपको भी ब्रेक चाहिए. तो थोड़ा 15 से 20, मतलब अभी 16 हुआ है, 8:16, तो 8:40 को वी आर गोइंग टू कम बैक। ओके, थोड़ा बड़ा ब्रेक है आज का, बिकॉज इन ब्रेक यू हैव टू कंप्लीट योर रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज। 5 से 8 मिनट तो भी लगेंगे याद करने को। ओके, सो टेक अ ब्रेक, 8:40 को विल मीट, कम बैक। मनीष जी। Yes, those students who raise their hand. Development activities and research activities. Yes, Preeti beta.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Preeti. Do one thing beta. आपका कैमरा ऑन कर दीजिए. क्या नहीं?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir, I can.
Okay. So let it be interactive session और मुझे आप देख के नहीं बोल रहे हो ये भी समझ में आएगा.
सर ये
जिनका
डिसेबल बता रहा है.
कहाँ पे कैमरा ऑन नहीं किया आपने?
Sir, it's saying that it has been disabled.
मनीष. हाँ, स्टार्ट. प्रीति अभी करो. हाँ जी, हाँ जी, बोलिए.
Yes, sir. Examples of research activities. The first one is activities aimed at obtaining new knowledge. Second example, the search for evaluation and final selection of applications of research findings and other knowledge. Third example is the search for alternatives of MDPPSS, which is materials, device, products, process, systems, or services. The last fourth example is the search, the formulation, design, the formulation, design, evaluation, and final selection of possible alternatives of new or improved MDPPSS. Development phase examples are the design, construction, and testing of pre-production or pre-use prototypes and models. Second example, the design of tools, jigs, molds, and dies of new technologies. Third example, the design, construction, and operation of pilot plants, which is economically feasible for commercial production. And the last example, the design, construction, and testing of chosen alternative of new materials or improved MDPPSS.
वेरी गुड. कैसे क्या याद हो गया इतना?
सर इंटरेस्ट लगाते हैं तो जल्दी याद हो जाता है सर.
अरे वाह, बहुत बढ़िया. एंड द टेक्निकल फिजिबिलिटी वो नहीं किया?
टेक्निकल फिजिबिलिटी नहीं किया सर.
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. यस, थैंक यू. मस्त बोला. सानिया जी. सानिया जी कैमरा ऑन कर सकते हो?
Sure, sir.
Yes, Sania.
Okay, sir. So development phase.
बिंदास बोलिए, गलत
Sir,
होगा तो भी आई एम विथ यू.
Okay, sir. So if there is technical feasibility to complete, use, or sell the intangible asset, if there is availability of technical and financial resources to complete, use, or sell the intangible asset, if the cost can be reliably measured, if there is future economic benefit flow to the, if there is future economic benefit from the intangible asset, if there is if availability of technical and financial resources, and if there is ability of the enterprise to use the intangible asset.
Okay.
And last one.
ठीक है, नर्वसनेस ना होने देना. ठीक है, बहुत अच्छा बताया. एग्जांपल्स बता दीजिए.
So examples only 3 I can understand.
कौन से 3?
First, second, and fourth.
थर्ड में क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
So third समझ नहीं आया.
समझ नहीं आया तो भी इट्स अ पायलट प्लांट। नो, पायलट प्लांट मतलब बेसिकली कि टेस्टिंग के पहले एक जो है प्रॉपरली हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा है वो समझ में आता है अपने से उसमें से। पायलट प्लांट मतलब बिफोर प्रोडक्शन आप बोल सकते हो। ठीक है,
Sir,
बोलिए।
example number one, design, construction, and testing of tools, design, construction, testing of pre-production
प्रोटोटाइप्स।
models, pre-production or pre-use prototypes and models, design of tools, jigs, molds, and other tools used in new technology,
ओके
design, construction, and testing of chosen alternative.
ओके।
And the third
फॉर
one,
न्यू इम्प्रूव्ड एमपीडी एमडीपीपीएसएस।
MDPPSS, material, device, process, production, system or services.
वेरी गुड बेटा। कहाँ से हो आप?
So Meerut.
मेरठ से हो। इतना अच्छे से कैसे बोल दिया? पहले
Sir,
किया हुआ था क्या?
no sir.
फर्स्ट टाइम?
Yes sir.
फाउंडेशन और इंटर डायरेक्ट
So
डायरेक्ट एंट्री?
foundation.
यू क्लियर्ड योर फाउंडेशन।
Yes sir.
वेरी गुड। कितना मार्क्स मिला था फाउंडेशन में आपको?
So 301.
हाँ, 301।
Yes sir.
फाउंडेशन में आप मेरे ही स्टूडेंट थे?
Yes sir. Accounts.
अकाउंट्स मेरे से ही किया था आपने?
Yes
वाह,
sir.
बहुत बढ़िया बेटा। और आपने मतलब बहुत अच्छे से याद करने की कोशिश की है और इसी तरीके से कंटिन्यू करो। मुझे
Sure sir.
अच्छा लगा, मतलब आपने आंखें बंद करके भी बोला। सो ऑलमोस्ट एवरीथिंग प्रॉपरली दिया है। चलो बहुत बढ़िया। 301 फाउंडेशन, इस बार रैंक निकालना है अपने को। ठीक है, चलो ओके।
Yes.
आयशा, आयशा
Yes, sir.
कैमरा ऑन करोगे?
Okay.
हम्म, ब्लैक क्यों आ रहा है? हम्म, कहाँ से हो?
Mumbai.
चलो बोलिए।
No intangible asset should be recognized in the from should be recognized in research phase. Expenditure on assets should be recognized in research phase.
हम्म,
Activity aiming at obtaining knowledge.
हम्म,
Search for Search for evaluation, final selection. Search for evaluation, final selection, application of research finding. Search for alternative of MDPPS's material, devices, product, process, services, or systems.
हम्म,
Or example for formulation design, evaluation and final selection of possible MDPSS or development phase. Intangible assets from development phase should be recognized only if technical only
feasibility।
if technical feasibility uh, of completion of intangible assets. The second, intention to complete intangible asset. Third, ability to use. Fourth, intangible asset will generate future economic benefit. Fifth, expenditure expenditure of ex, expenditure of as intangible asset should be measured reliably.
ठीक है,
और
बहुत बढ़िया। और एक रह गया, अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ एडिक्वेट टेक्निकल, फाइनेंशियल और अदर रिसोर्सेज टू कंप्लीट द डेवलपमेंट और यूज और सेल द इंटेंजिबल एसेट्स। सो अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द इंफॉर्मेशन, ये एक रह गया शायद से। ठीक
हाँ
है।
जी।
अरे पर आपने बहुत अच्छे से बताया आयशा जी। फाउंडेशन रूट और डायरेक्ट एंट्री रूट,
डायरेक्ट एंट्री रूट।
और बहुत ही बढ़िया तरीके से बताया। डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज बच गई आपकी एग्जांपल्स, पर ठीक है, वो दो दो भी बताए तो भी मेरे लिए बहुत है। ओके, और इसी तरीके से पढ़ते रहो। कैसे क्या याद हो गया इतना अच्छे से?
सर मैंने ना इसको शॉर्ट की और इसको थोड़ा थोड़ा समझी।
अच्छा, ठीक है, इसी तरीके से करना, क्योंकि थोड़ा मुझे भी मेमोरी में याद रखना इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, बट मैं जस्ट आई आस्क यू द
हाँ,
टेक्निक बिकॉज व्हेन आई
पूरा
स्टडीड इट फॉर द
सेम
फर्स्ट टाइम। बोले बोले।
पूरा सेम सेम याद करना थोड़ा थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट लगता है, क्योंकि डायरेक्ट एंट्री रूट से भी और 1 ईयर का मतलब थोड़ा गैप हो गया था, मतलब बीकॉम के बाद, तो 1 ईयर बाद में करूँ तो थोड़ा थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है कभी कभी।
कोई बात नहीं है उसमें, पर आपने जिस तरीके से बताया ना, बहुत अच्छे से बताया, सो इसी तरीके से कंटिन्यू करना। ठीक है
यस
आयशा जी,
सर।
आपने आप किस वो जिसका मुझे फोन आया था वो बंदे की सिस्टर हो क्या आपने?
नहीं।
नहीं नहीं, अच्छा, मुझे लगा था एक कोई तो कॉल आया था बीच में मुझे हमारे टेक्निकल बंदे का, उसकी सिस्टर भी आयशा ही नाम था शायद से। ठीक है,
अच्छा।
यस, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
और कोई स्टूडेंट हु वांट्स टू आंसर? हार्दिक, हार्दिक भाई, क्या हुआ, कहाँ गए हार्दिक?
यस सर।
चलो बेटा, हार्दिक वीडियो स्टार्ट कर दो आज।
यस सर। सर शुरू करना।
यस, बैकग्राउंड पूरा
सर
आपने ब्लर कर दिया एकदम।
सर वो उसके साथ ही है बोलो।
ठीक है, बोलो, चलिए
सर
बोलिए।
रिसर्च फेज।
हम्म,
Sir, research is the original and the planned investigation that is undertaken with the prospect of gaining scientific and technical knowledge and understanding.
I just want examples of research activities.
Research activities, sir, there are four examples.
Hmm.
Sir, first example is for
Activities
sir,
aiming at
activities aiming at सर एक
obtain.
तो सर MPPDD एनालिसिस था जिसमें सर first of all production process services system and stands for
Systems of services, production device, क्या बोलना है? Material, device, product,
material
process,
production
system, service.
and services.
Hmm.
MPPDD analysis.
Hmm.
And so activities aimed at obtaining the knowledge.
हाँ.
Second one was uh, the
Search for.
the formation for a design and the final selections of possible alternatives and
Hmm.
the search for evaluation of a final selection.
हाँ.
And
थोड़ा सा आई थिंक कैमरा ऑन किया इसलिए आप डर गए हो, बाकी कुछ नहीं। फर्स्ट थिंग ऐसा मुझे लग रहा है, आई डोंट नो। और आई लाइक आयशा's थिंकिंग कि आयशा ने क्या किया, रट्टा नहीं मारा, शी सिलेक्टेड फ्यू वर्ड्स,
yes,
और वो फ्यू वर्ड से उसने अपने सेंटेंसेस तैयार किए। सेम थिंग विथ सानिया। और
yes,
आपका कॉन्फिडेंस अच्छा है, योर मेमोरी इज गुड, द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट आप सेम तरीके से याद रखने की कोशिश कर रहे हो। तो नहीं किया तो भी चलेगा, यू पिकअप सम वर्ड्स और उसको
yes,
याद
sir.
करने की कोशिश करो बस, मतलब सेम याद नहीं आया तो भी चलेगा। यू कैन प्रिपेयर योर ओन सेंटेंसेस। देखो मेरी भी मेमोरी इतनी अच्छी नहीं है, ठीक है।
Yes, sir.
सम स्टूडेंट्स हैव गुड मेमोरी, मींस दे कैन रिकॉल इट इन द सेम वे। इफ यू आस्क मी माय सन, तो वो बहुत बढ़िया याद करता है, सेम एज इट इज, वन वन पेज पूरा याद करता है। मेरी उतनी मेमोरी नहीं है, तो मैं कीवर्ड्स को याद करता हूँ। तो कीवर्ड्स करो और यूज ओन लैंग्वेज, ओके। तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। जैसे सानिया ने आंसर दिया, शी मतलब आपने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से किया, पर क्या हो रहा था, बीच बीच में भूल रहे हो,
Yes,
ओके।
sir.
तो वो थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा, यस, पर एटलीस्ट नाउ एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड दिस एक्टिविटीज कैन बी आस्क्ड इन द एग्जाम, ओके। ये
Okay, sir.
उनका फेवरेट क्वेश्चन है, तो इसको ऑप्शन में मत छोड़ के जाना। अभी आपको याद नहीं आएगा आफ्टर 10 days, पर एग्जाम के 2 महीने पहले इसको वापस याद करना, रिकॉल करना, किसी को रिवीजन देना, कोई भी फ्रेंड रहेगा या मॉम को या डैड को, किसी को भी, तो वो वर्डिंग्स की रिवीजन देना। ओके,
यस सर।
ठीक है, थैंक यू बेटा।
थैंक
आज
यू सर।
सबने अपने अपने फेस रिवील किए, सो आज मुझे भी अच्छा लगा कि भाई आज हमने थोड़ा फिजिकल क्लास का मैंने अनुभव लिया बहुत दिनों के बाद। नहीं तो मुझे सिर्फ मेरा ही चेहरा दिखता है कैमरा में, तो आज थोड़ा अदर स्टूडेंट्स ने भी अपने चेहरे बताए, तो थोड़ा सा हमें भी अलग फील आता है इधर स्टूडेंट्स के साथ शेयर करने को। मनीष जी, आपने आज यूट्यूब पे ये सबके चेहरे बताए क्या, सिर्फ इधर ही जूम पे ही दिख रही है? अरे आज आपने बताना चाहिए था ना यूट्यूब पे भी। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट टाइम पे। अच्छा, नहीं वो थोड़े से बताए तो बच्चों को भी लगेगा इंटरेक्टिव लेक्चर हो रहा है। हाँ हाँ, ठीक है, यस। चलिए, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ इलस्ट्रेशन पार्ट। चलो इलस्ट्रेशंस को स्टार्ट करते हैं। 1 बाय 1 क्वेश्चन रीड करना। रितिका, यस बेटा, क्वेश्चंस रीड करते हैं। यस रितिका जी। यस रितिका, रीड।
Yes, sir. ABC Limited developed know-how for incurring expenditure of rupees 20 lakh. The know-how was used by the company from 1st April 2021. The useful life of the asset is 10 years from the year of commencement of its use. The company has amortized the asset till 31st March 2028. Past journal entry to give effect to the value of know-how as per Accounting Standard 26 for the year ended 31st March 2028.
तो 20 lakhs का लाइफ कितना था बेटा? 10
1st
years,
April 2021 to
21 to 28.
yes, sir, 10 years.
Okay, now how to write the answer? So 2 rupees amortization every year you're done with. Yes. See, actually now, according to me, this question is not correct. मैं क्यों बोलता हूं आपको? Once expenditure is recorded, ये मेरा बोलना है, once you transfer it to profit and loss account, full expenditure, then you cannot record it as a prior paid item. But इंस्टीट्यूट ने ये जो इस तरीके से प्रेजेंट किया हुआ है, वी विल राइट इट इन द सेम वे कि वी हैव कंप्लीटेड 7 years. हाउ मेनी years we have completed? No, 1 2001 से 1 मतलब 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6 7 7 8 7 years we have completed. 7 years we have completed, so it is already transferred to P&L. And during the year, now know-how is of 20 lakhs. तो आपका नो हाउ 14 lakhs जो है वो ड्यूरिंग द ईयर, हाँ वो 14 लाख रुपए जो है 7 years completed, तो यू हैव टू रिड्यूस योर नो हाउ बाय 14 lakhs and 12 lakhs is recorded as a prior period and remaining 2 lakhs will be recorded as amortization. पर मेरे हिसाब से once you incur the expenditure, you should transfer it. If you transfer it to P&L, then you cannot write it as prior paid item, but जो भी इंस्टीट्यूट ने दिया है वही हम लोग करेक्ट आंसर पकड़ेंगे and accordingly we will answer it out. Okay, so read the answer, Ritika.
Illustration 1, fact of the case. In the given case, the know-how used by the company from 1st April 2021 was not amortized till 31st March 2020. Provision of the AS. As per AS 26, intangible assets. There is a
Rebuttable presumption.
सब blur हो गया. Rebuttable
Rebuttable
presumption that
rebuttable का मीनिंग होता है कि स्टैंडर्ड itself has given the presumption. समझ में आया?
yes sir.
रिबटेबल
There is a
मतलब उसी में प्रिजम्पशन है कि 10 साल लाइफ हमने नहीं, मैनेजमेंट ने नहीं डिसाइड किया, स्टैंडर्ड ने 10 साल लाइफ दिया है. ठीक है?
yes sir. There is a rebuttable presumption that the useful life of an intangible asset will not exceed 10 years from the year when the asset is available for use. Amortization should commence when the asset is available for use. As per AS5, net profit for the period, prior period items and changes in accounting policy, prior period items are the items of expenses or income recorded in current year as per result of omission, error or mistake in the presentation of financial statements of one or more prior periods. Conclusion. Thus, the company should pass following journal entry. On 31st March 2028, P&L account prior period items debit 12 lakh, amortization account debit 2 lakh, to know-how account 14 lakh.
ठीक है. Read second question.
The company had spent ₹45 lakh for publicity and research expenses on one of its new consumer product, which was marketed in the accounting year 2021 to 2022, but proved to be a failure. State, how will you deal with the following matters in the
क्या
accounts
करना
of
पड़ेगा?
you
What do you
limited?
think?
No, sir, because research है and वो P&L account में होगा.
Very good. So रिसर्च भी है और फेल्योर रहने दो या पास होने दो,
Yes, sir.
but it is transferred to P&L.
P&L, not capitalized.
चलो, read the question. Answer.
Facts of the case. In the given case, the company spent ₹45 lakhs for publicity and research of the new product. It was marketed but proved to be a failure. Provision of AS. As per AS 26, intangible assets. The intangible asset should be recognized if it meets the following recognition criteria. It is probable that future economic benefits that are attributable to asset will flow to the enterprise, and the cost of the asset can be measured reliably. Conclusion. Thus, as per the facts of the AS and provisions of AS, it is clear that in future there will be no further benefit because of failure of the product. Thus, the company should charge the total amount of 45 lakhs.
ठीक है. Last question. Read.
Fifth Limited acquired a सिर्फ ब्लर हो गया. 1 minute सर.
सबका ही ब्लर हो
Shift
रहा है
Limited.
क्या?
नहीं सर, मेरा ही हो रहा है.
अच्छा, हाँ.
Wi-Fi. Shift Limited acquired a patent at a cost of
Illustration
80
3
lakh.
चल रहा है बेटा.
Oh, sorry, sir. A company with a turnover of ₹250 crores and an annual advertising budget of ₹2 crore had taken up the marketing of new product. It was estimated that the company would have a turnover of ₹25 crore for the new product. The company has debited its profit and loss account. The total expenditure of ₹2 crore incurred on extensive special initial investment campaign to the new product is procedure adopted by the company correct.
What do you think?
The
They
company
incurred
has
advertisement
debited to
expenses. Advertisement expenses. Company is going to receive extra 25 crores.
सर डेफर्ड तो नहीं होना चाहिए, वही वाला पॉइंट था ना.
हाँ, P&L लास्ट कॉन्सेप्ट था। मैंने सलमान खान का एग्जांपल भी दिया था।
Yes, sir.
So
So I
annual
think
advertisement
that was
expenses, though you are estimating that you are going to increase your turnover, please do not record it in your asset. Okay, you cannot
and it
defer
will
it.
be recorded.
हाँ,
Yes.
it will be write off to
P&L.
P&L account. ठीक है रितिका?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Read
sir.
the answer.
Facts of the case. In the given case, advertisement expenditure of rupees 2 crore had been taken up for the marketing of the new product, which may provide future economic benefit to an enterprise by having a turnover of rupees 25 crores. Provision of the AS. As per AS 26, intangible assets, expenditure on intangible items should be recognized as an expense when it is incurred, unless it forms a part of cost of an intangible assets. Conclusion. Thus, as per the facts of the case and provisions of AS, no intangible asset or other asset is acquiring or created that can be recognized. Therefore, the accounting treatment by the company of debiting the entire advertisement expense of rupees 2 crore to profit and loss account is is
Of
is
the year is correct.
correct.
P&L में डेबिट देना चाहिए था, ये करेक्ट ट्रीटमेंट है। ठीक है, P&L को। So treatment is correct. Yes, thank you, Ritika.
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Sai Charan, do you have any query?
Yes, sir. Uh, in the second example, we have seen a case of failure of a research, sir. For example, what if it gets succeeded? We are going to capitalize the research.
Though it is succeeded, it is transferred to P&L.
Sir, but for example, let me put an illustration. If I am putting a research effects on a electrical vehicle, practically, if get it succeeded, only if the research expenditure is incurred, then only I can make an if an idea gets succeed, then only I can utilize in developing the product, right? So
No, no, no.
then,
After that, you have to decide the point of line where you completed your research. And from that, if you are developing that point of time, your expenditure will be carried to balance sheet. See, for example, on 1/4 you started 2021, you started your research activity. On 31st of March 2023, you completed your research. Till that date, whatever expenditure you incurred will be transferred to P&L, and from this date, your development is going to start.
that is what my doubts are. And without this research expenditure, we won't be getting a development, right, sir?
No,
You
how?
get succeeded. And if get succeeded, then it should be capitalized with the development, right, sir?
After that, whatever expenditure, you will go with the development expenditure.
Okay, fine, sir. Is that the treatment stated by AS, right, sir?
Yes.
Sure. So, but nowadays, we have been seeing more research expenditures on AIs, which are more costly, right, sir? If they get lot of failures, P&L will be in loss, sir.
Then failure may be in the loss, and that will be transferred to P&L. It will affect your net profit of that year itself.
Okay, sir.
It won't be divided. Okay, so there is no, we will, this will affect your same year EPS.
Yes, sir.
Okay, understood, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, beta. Hardik, yes. Chalo. Adishri, read beta. Question TYK 10. TYK 10. Extra questions, I will take it on next session. AS19 and AS13, some part is remaining. And we are going to start with the fresh accounting standard, liability based standard in the next session. Though in schedule it is not given, but we are going to start with the liability based standard. Chaliye. Yes.
Shift Limited acquires a patent of at the cost of 80 lakhs for the period of 5 years, and the product life cycle is also 5 years. The company capitalized the cost and started amortizing the asset at 10 lakh per annum. The company has amortized the patent at 10 lakh per annum in first 2 years on the basis of economic benefit derived from the product manufactured under the patent. For 2 years, it was found that the product life cycle may continue for another 5 years from then. The patent was renewable and Shift Limited got it renewed after 5 year expiry of the 5 years. The net asset flows from product during these 5 years and expected to be 36 lakhs, 46 lakhs, 44 lakhs, and 40 lakhs and 34 lakhs. Find out the amortization cost of the patent for the each year of the years.
No, beta. Ajay Suryaji, don't think in that way. ठीक है? Don't think in that way. Research expenses we have to transfer to P&L because we are not aware about the success or failure of the that research activity, and therefore we transfer it to profit and loss account. And after that, when you got the product, whatever the product is in your hand, that is you are going to receive future economic benefit out of that, and cost can be measured reliably. Therefore, it is capitalized. Okay. चलिए. So now see beta, 80 lakhs का asset था Adishri.
Yes, sir.
How much amortization you have done in the first 2 years?
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs. So you left with
60 lakhs.
And 60 lakhs will be now normally transferred in 5 years. That is the normal way, but we are not going to do it in this way. 60
Yes.
lakhs we will divide it in which ratio? 36 is to 46 is to 44 is to 40 is to 34.
34.
Take a total beta. Only first 2 digits. 36 plus 46 plus 44 plus 40 plus 34. What is the amount? 200.
200.
So what is the correct answer? 60 lakhs divided by 200 into first time into 60 lakhs. We have taken it on the calci. Divided by 200 into 36 is equal to what is the depreciation? Amortization 10 lakh 80,000.
10 lakh 80,000.
Then just press 46 is equal to.
13 lakh 80,000.
Then just press 44 is equal to 13 lakh 20,000.
13 lakh 20,000.
Then 40 is equal to
12 lakhs.
and 34 is equal to 10 lakh 20,000.
10 lakh 20,000.
Got the concept?
Okay, sir.
Starting में 10 lakhs और बाद में in the ratio. Easy question?
Yes, sir.
फेवरेट क्वेश्चन है ICAI का. 5 मार्क के लिए फेवरेट क्वेश्चन है. मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे ना आपको?
Yes, sir.
चलो read the answer.
Shift Limited amortized rupees 10 lakhs per annum for the first 2 years, that is 20 lakhs. Provision for AS. As per the AS 26, the remaining carrying cost can be amortized during the next 5 years on the basis of net cash flow rises from the sale of the product.
ठीक है. Easy?
Yes, sir.
चलो. Come to 11 number. Read the question. How many questions are there? Only 4 questions left. So we'll finish it up today.
AB Limited launched a project of producing product X in October 2001. The company incurred 20 lakhs towards research. Due to prevailing market condition, the management came to conclusion that the product cannot be manufactured and sold in the market for the next 10 years. The management hence want to defer the expenditure written off to the future years. Advise the
Allowed है? Research
Sir?
expenses can be written off? Deferred over? Sorry, can be deferred or you have to transfer it to P&L?
Transfer to P&L, sir.
Yes, sir. So this is not correct, ma'am. So you will write the answer. This is not correct. Okay. And why? So expenditure on research should be recognized as expenses. This is a provision of accounting standard. And conclusion, you cannot write it off the defer the expenditure. You have to transfer it to P&L. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Come to 12 number.
During 2001 and 2, an enterprise incurred costs to develop and produce a routine low-risk computer software product as follows. Competition and details program and design phase 1, 50,000. Code and testing phase 2, 40,000. Other coding cost phase 3 and 4, 63,000. Testing cost phase 3 and 4, 18,000. Product masters for training materials phase 5, 19,500. Packing the product.
Don't read amounts. Okay, packing the product. After completion of the phase 2, it was estimated that the product is technically feasible for the marketing. You are required to calculate the above cost. क्या करोगे आप? फेज 1 P&L में जाएगा?
Yes, sir.
फेज 2 भी P&L में जाएगा?
The phase 2, why, sir?
Why? Because up to ये 2 फेज तक तो टेक्निकली फिजिबल ही नहीं था ना वो.
Okay, sir.
So this will be transferred to P&L.
Okay,
And
sir.
once it is technically feasible,
It capitalized.
then you will capitalize it. Yes, sorry. Packing of the product is a selling and distribution cost. So ये P&L में जाएगा. Packing of the product is a selling and distribution. Product master for training material, फिर ठीक है. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
So first two P&L, next three capitalize, and last one is again P&L. Got the concept, Adishri ji?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So read the answer. ये भी
Fact of
favorite
the-
question है.
Okay, sir. Fact of the case, during the 2001 and 2, an enterprise incurred cost to develop and produce a route
एक
plan
second,
low
हाँ, एक second. हाँ, ठीक है, read.
computer software product. After completion of phase 2, it is established that the product is technically feasible for the market. Provision of AS. As per AS 26, cost incurred in creating a computer software product should be charged to research and development expenses when incurred until technically feasible asset recognized criteria has been established for the product. Technically feasibility asset recognition criteria has been established upon completion of detailed program design, coding, and testing. Conclusion. In this case, rupees 90,000 has been recorded as an expenses. Rupees 50,000 for the completion of detailed program design, and 40,000 for coding and testing to establish technically feasible asset recognition criteria. Cost incurred from the point of technically feasibility asset recognition criteria until the time and when product costs are incurred and capitalized as software costs, 63,000, 18,000, 19,000, 1,05,500. Packing cost of 16,000 should be recognized as expenses and charged to the P&L account.
Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes. कुछ भी नहीं. If there is no beta, Sandroji, if you have the only computer and software, but you do not have these phases, then you are going to record it as a tangible asset. Otherwise, it is depending on the phases. Okay. Now in detail. So TYK question, they specifically ask you computer plus purchase computer and purchase software. Here it is scientific research is there and development is there. So the two questions you cannot correlate it. TYK question and this question. Chalo. Next one. Now, this is the last question, I think so.
Yes, sir.
Adishri ji, yes, read.
As per the provision of AS 26, who could be deals with the following situation? Rupees 23,000 paid by manufacturing
23
company.
lakhs paid by the company.
Paid by a manufacturing company to be a legal advisor for defending the patents of the product is treated as capital expenditure.
What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Legal expenses should not be capitalized. It is not related to patents, registration of patents, but it is for defending the patents. So it is you don't know whether you are going to lose the case or we are going to win the case. So such expenditure is always debited to profit and loss account. Got the concept?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next.
During the year 2001 and 2, a company spent rupees 7 lakh for the publicity and research expenses on one of its new
Wait,
computer
क्या
products.
करेंगे? Research expenses,
P&L.
P&L or yes, beta,
P&L.
very good. Enter in 7 lakhs in the P&L. Next.
A company spends 25 lakh in the past 3 years for to the development a product, and these expenses were charged to the P&L account. Since they do not meet with S26 criteria for the capitalization, in the current year, approval of the concerned authority has been received. The company wishes to capitalize 25 lakhs by disclosing its prior period items.
कर सकते हैं क्या ऐसा?
Yes, sir.
No, they cannot. Once they cannot capitalize it, then they have to recognize it as expenses.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
A company with turnover of 20 crores and the annual
Why are you reducing 10 always? 200 crores.
200 crores and annual advertising.
We have already seen this. They incurred the 50 lakhs for advertisement. So
Yes.
advertisement का ये already cover किया था fourth question. तो क्या करना है बेटा ये?
P&L में treat
P&L
करना
में
है.
transfer. ठीक है. Yes, you are done with this all questions. Now it's time to take screenshot. Yes, any difficulty you can raise your hand. S26 is easy or difficult? Adishri.
Easy, sir. For me.
S10 easy लगा क्या? S26 easy लगा?
Sir, S10 I didn't attend the live classes due to my health issue. So now this is easy for me, sir.
Live classes are better or recorded?
Sir, live classes is better, sir.
पक्का?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Extra questions they are asking about. Extra questions I will give you screenshots. किधर है extra? एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस में दे रहा हूं आपको. चलो आज अपलोड कर देना फाइल को. हाँ TY के 13 इज नॉट इन स्टडी मैट. दिस इज न्यूली एडेड. एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चन ऐड कर देना. हाउ मेनी एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस वी हैव? 12 तक किया है एक्स्ट्रा विदाउट क्वेश्चन विदाउट आंसर. तो वो आज सभी एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस ऐड कर देना. S19 का भी नहीं है एडेड आई थिंक सो. कौन सा इज नॉट एडेड? कौन सा इज नॉट एडेड? एडिशनल क्वेश्चंस की लिस्ट में कौन सा ऐड नहीं है बताओ जरा. संगम को फोन लगा तुरंत. डिसकंटिन्यूइंग के बाद वही नहीं है बोल रहे. ऑल क्वेश्चंस यू हैव टू ऐड इट टुडे इटसेल्फ. आज ही पूरा ऐड कर देना. लिख के रखना ये. एसेट बेस में एक भी ऐड नहीं.
Not added, sir.
सर
Not added.
डिसकंटिन्यू के बाद से ऐड नहीं हुआ है सर.
ठीक है मैं आज ऐड कर देता हूँ. सॉरी अभी ये सब मेरा स्टाफ दिवाली और बाकी बहुत चीजों में व्यस्त था. बिकॉज सम रिनोवेशन इज ऑल्सो गोइंग ऑन. तो आज मैं बोल देता हूँ. आज मेरा जो मेन स्टाफ है उसको बोल देता हूँ. ही विल ऐड इट. पहले वो ऐड कर दो आज के आज. चलो टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट. आज मैं कुछ भी हालत में ऐड करवा दूंगा शाम तक. प्लीज 4 बजे के बाद चेक कर लेना. नाउ वी हैव लेक्चर ऑन मंडे नो.
Yes, sir.
किधर है? 100 पेजेस क्यों ऐड कर रहे हो? चलो 100 पेजेस मत ऐड करो भाई. यस टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट बेटा. आदिश्री टेल मी ओवर.
Okay, sir. Done, sir. Done, sir.
In next session
Done, sir.
you have to read this 100 pages book.
Okay,
We are
sir.
going to start with revision part.
Okay, sir. Done, sir.
Complete your backlog. क्या नंबर था?
5.
नंबर्स पे ध्यान देना आदिश्री.
Yes, sir.
मैं भूल जाता
Done,
हूँ
sir.
क्योंकि
Done, sir. 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 Done, sir.
over
Yes, sir.
answers. $400 pages book.
Yes, sir. Done, sir. Done, sir.
Examples you can read it about now. Own examples.
Done, sir. 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 Done, sir.
Teras ना
Done, sir.
कितना टाइम जाएगा आदिश्री लिखने को?
Sir, practice with practice means 2.5 hours, sir. Without practice, if we see and write means 1.5 hour, it's enough, sir.
अच्छा ठीक है good. So happy Diwali once again, every one
Thank you,
of
sir.
you.
Wish you the
Yes,
same.
yes. And students, I hope you will complete. Yes, beta. 19 ka solution I will show you it on Monday. Monday we have some extra time, and we are going to start with the provision contingent liability and contingent asset. Base 29 liability based standard. Though it is not in schedule, but we will get some time for extra time for S15 because S15 is very technical standard. So I will need minimum 2 days to complete it. Okay. So next session, if you have any query related to asset based accounting standard, so you can ask me. So now, how many modules we have completed, Adishri ji?
Sir, one module completed, sir. Second module, first chapter completed.
बघू रे किती complete झालं. How many modules you have? 4, no?
3, sir.
3. We have completed
First module completed, sir. Second module, first chapter completed.
So 50% we have completed.
Yes, sir.
So almost सबसे ज्यादा कौन से मॉड्यूल पे लिखा हुआ है आपके आदिश्री जी?
Sir, second module, sir.
अच्छा, नहीं नहीं, कौन से सब्जेक्ट में सबसे ज्यादा लिखा हुआ है आपने? अपार्ट फ्रॉम अकाउंट्स,
Sir, taxation.
taxation you have started it from study mat only, no?
Yes, sir.
Costing में, very good beta, costing.
Costing and taxation also. Sir.
Okay, you solved each and every question of study material.
Yes, sir.
Nayan बोल रहे law. So every faculty is taking from study mat, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
अच्छा, तो study material all questions are completed and some
Yes.
extra questions for
Extra
costing.
Costing में extra question लेते हैं, sir.
Okay, good. चलो, अच्छी बात चल रही है. So yes, Monday. Yes, happy Diwali to you and your family. Yes, beta. Happy Diwali. Yes, over.